Lorenzo Godinho scored very early in the match against Richards Bay and went on to pick up the man of the match gong as well. It was his first goal of the season, set them on their way as they eventually came away with a 3-1 win, so no extra clean sheet for Darren Keith. A tough job in his hands trying to keep out Mamelodi Sundowns today as Rodwin Williams knocks it long. Noise level goes up as Siyabonga Mapena gets himself into a promising position. City clear their lines. This is Jaden Rhodes. He only turned 17 a couple of months ago. It's his first start in all competitions this season for Siyabonga Mapena. He has come off the bench several times as well. Last season he also started in what was their final game of the campaign. Stalemate against Maritzburg United. He's been out for about a month. He's still looking for an option here. Now hoisted into Kanyisa Mile with a good early chance. He hasn't been enjoying the best time of it in front of goal lately. He's drawn a blank in his last 5, and of all the players in the league, still won't go in for him, Amanda.
Yeah, it's been a very difficult second half of the season for Kanyisa Mayo, but you look at the approach of the team as well, it will affect the supply. But I think, of course, a good season nonetheless, 10 goals this season.
There's Darwin Gonzalez, who turned 30 this week. He's looking for him, Soretzi at the back post. Venezuelan, Darwin Gonzalez, but has been a frequent contributor in terms of assists. With Jaden, a comment from his coach post-match that was a seriously contentious point, I guess, with the opposite camp, and made the recent meeting with TS Galaxy even more lively. Midweek game Tuesday in the DSTV Premiership this season as Peter Shalolile equalised late on. A lot of mudslinging went on the touchline and post-match interviews.
Yeah, there's a new rivalry in town.
Yeah, it's good for the division.
You like the drama, don't you?
I mean, sometimes it's nice to sprinkle a little bit of spice. I spoke to Rolando Makwena though prior to this game. He said things like that still affect him. He's trying to put it to the back of his mind as he approaches this game. Leave it in the past, but it's not always easy as human beings.
But I guess it's very competitive, Grant. I've never seen TS Galaxy in the fine form that they have, just pushing the likes of Coach Rulani as well from a coaching perspective, but performance as well.
So I did mention prior to the kickoff that it's been 49 unbeaten under Coach Rulani Makwena as sole head coach. This is a new points record for a 30-game season in the DSTV Premiership. They achieved that with a 1-0 win over Stellenbosch a week ago, in which Siban Koo got the winner. And they have an opportunity today to move to 76 points, which is significant because, yes, we're talking about a 30-game record that they have recently broken, but they have an opportunity here to break the all-time PSL era record set by themselves and Kaizer Chiefs back in 98-99, which was 75 points in a 34-game campaign, as they try to create something here from the set piece, knocked back across by Lebosa, but too close to Darren Keats. Let's touch on that point again, Amanda. An opportunity to break a record with 12 fewer points to play for as Jaden Rhodes causes some problems.
I think it's quite interesting, Grant, the stats and the facts that you are alluding to, but you have to compliment the entire technical staff who really is always quite consistent.
Coach Eric Tinkler has not had all too much success against Mamelodi Sundowns in the past. 18 league meetings with the Brazilians across the various clubs that he has managed. He's won just twice, both of those matches as City manager back in the 2016-17 season when Lebo Manyama was the man who scored winners in both of those games. But all told, 7 draws, 9 losses and 2 wins against Sundowns in league meetings. He's also lost 2 finals against them. 2019 TKO final with Maritzburg United, and then with Cape Town City in 2021, the MTNH showpiece. Mamelodi Sundowns won after that crazy penalty shootout where the first few penalties were all missed. They were converted rather. I think only 2 of the first 6, I think, were converted in that match. Very heavy challenge from Heaven Siretsi. Onto the scene after playing amateur football prior to his first starts with Cape Town City, and he has an absolute wonder goal to his name as well. Fisher. First starts in a month for 21-year-olds. Last appeared from the beginning in the 2-2 draw with Bulumani City. Looking for clean sheet number 16 in the DStv Premiership this season. Mamelodi Sundowns have managed to keep 20, including what will be recorded as a clean sheet in the walkover against Morocco Solo. So an opportunity for them today to equal Chiefs' record of the most clean sheets in a single season, 21, from 2 decades ago, the 2003-2004 season. And if they were to do that, they would set a new record for the fewest goals conceded in a single campaign as Cupido scrambles that one away. Kaizer Chiefs hold the record, record they've held for 20 years, 11 goals conceded. An opportunity for Mamelodi Sundowns to achieve something special, one of many special things they would have achieved this season, if they can shut out City, which is something they have done in their last 7 meetings.
Yeah, that just speaks to Mamelodi Sundowns' dominance over this fixture. But of course, such a very cagey affair in these opening stages.
It is a recent dominance though, because all told in their 15 previous league meetings have been 5 wins apiece and 5 draws. City in the early stages of this particular rivalry had a very good record against Sundowns as Tashik Matthews finds a little bit of space. His low cross cut out by Cupido, looking for the outlet in the form of Kanisa Mayo. Felt the force of Mvala behind him. Down. Mvala. Space for Zungu in the midfield. Matthews, strong challenge from Fisher. Had to change both their fullbacks today. one through suspension, the other through illness. I wouldn't expect Patrick Fisher as an understudy to Tamkhize to get too much of a look in, which has been the case this season. Limited starts for him, but clearly a talent they intend on nurturing for the future. Mabue felt the force of Sata behind him. Relinquished possession, but Mamelodi Sundowns have it again, and Musulabusa has looked long for Mabena. What a take, and been able to squeeze it through, but not accurate enough for Tabela Morena.
You could see his intention, just squeezing himself in between the defenders, trying to play that reverse pass, but just couldn't really execute it well. Without just being adjudged of a foul.
Welcoming to the top flights. I guess CFC as all the teams in the Premiership promoted from the Wasepi Foundation Championship. We will learn soon who joins Tuks and Baraka in the playoffs. All comes down to today's matches, of course, and there is a glimmer of hope for Richards Bay, who hosts Stellenbosch today, hoping that Swallows can do them a favour against Royal AM. Throw to the near post from Fisher, and I wonder if that will go down as a drop for Ronwen Williams, who's really improved in that regard this season. He, in the DStv Premiership last campaign, recorded 6 drops over the matches he played, and coming into this match, not a single dropped catch had been accredited to him in the top flight. I think that falls within those parameters.
It's just been absolutely amazing to see the growth that Ronwen Williams has displayed, and just game maturity, marshalling the back four as well, but his ability to now start play from the back.
Mabena can't get past his man. That attempted roulé, and that's lovely over the top here for Mayo. He's just puts a slightly heavy touch on it via his head. A promising moment for the visitors. Yeah,
Ronwen Williams just being forced to leave his line rather sooner than before. Credited to that, he reads the game very well. We're still trying to backtrack, but sees the danger and responds first.
Well, considering how Mamelodi Sundowns play, as a consequence of that, it is perhaps, I don't want to call it an area of weakness, because it's just it's an offshoot of the way that they like to operate. But those little clip balls over the top, as we saw against the Montfort Golden Arrows, and they were reduced to 10 men as a result of one of those type of balls, could be an area that City would like to exploit, as Mabena takes on Nyama. Mabue. Oh, nice ball. And Matthews rose for it, got something on it. That's skewed off his head and wide.
Yeah, couldn't generate the necessary pressure, but Mabena enjoying those 1v1 situations here. 2v1, tries to dribble through. A good second ball, but just not enough power on that cross to really try and locate a Matthews.
Peter, under a little bit of pressure from Morena. Vala has intercepted really well and trying to locate Timbazwane. Now Gonzalez. Legusa out to meet him. Whipped in with some pace by Jaden Rhodes, but beaten away by Kutsia. Gonzalez swings it in. Ron Williams with an acrobatic intervention. Retrieved by Isabella. Tracked by Mabue. It's a decent looking run, but eventually comes to nothing. And that is something that Nyama is inclined to do. Has a lot of attacking instincts, despite the fact that he's operating as a left-sided defender today. By the way, Amanda, goals in each of our relegation battles. Richards Bay doing precisely what they need to do. They are 2 goals up. Zaku Makubela and Nela Botuma have them in front at the Kings Velatini Stadium against a Stellenbosch side who have we've really seen a massive dip in form towards the tail end of this season, and are hoping for a positive result today as they seek to claim second place, or at least stay in second place. But for Richards Bay, Swallows are not doing them the favour they need at the moment. Levi Mashiane has scored for Royal AM, so very, very interesting there at the bottom of the table as Mabena again goes gliding past the City players. An immense talent with just the 1 goal to his name this season. That came in the comeback win against Stellenbosch back in September.
He varies his play very well. This time around, choosing to go in that 1v1 situation, but try and cut inside. It's just that final pass that really lets him down. Maybe just that understanding between him and Mukwena, trying to just break those lines.
Orlando Pirates started the day 1 point behind Stellenbosch, but they are above them on goal difference as things stand. They're still drawing with SuperSport United. Stellenbosch behind in Durban. Now an issue here for Ronan Williams. Sanele Shabalala on the bench for the game against TS Galaxy. Dennis Onyongo has returned to occupy a spot amongst the subs. Ronan Williams will be a shoo-in to claim the Goalkeeper of the Season award, as he did in the previous campaign. Nice to have a backup player of this kind of quality. One of the most decorated in the history of this this country in terms of titles across league and cup. Turned 39 just recently. The veteran Ugandan, what a servant he has been to Mamelodi Sundowns over the years. Extraordinary. Remarkably, still years away from reaching his 40th birthday, Renani Mokoena, to think of everything he's achieved so far. Just wonder what is in the offing for him. Trying to maybe investigate where this Williams issue derives from. And that's perhaps the moment.
Yeah, I think he could have just overstretched as he tried to make that interception.
Williams spent all those years at Supersport United, earned a few cup titles, but now back-to-back league winner with Mamelodi Sundowns. By the way, an update from the relegation battle midway through the first half around the grounds. Morocco Swallows have equalised against Royal AM. That wouldn't quite be enough for Richards Bay. There's a 3-point gap between the two sides, so they need Swallows to win. And they themselves need to win. They're well on their way to earning that victory, the Natal Rich Boys. Now they need a favour from the Birds. Cupido in a foot race here with Morena. He's done enough to nudge him off it. Mapena, oh, it's cute. But Morena hadn't read it.
Yeah, you need to be 2 steps ahead if it is that you're playing or linking up with Mapena. He's got all the skill and flair. You just have to stay alert. And of course, had Morena just kept his line or drifted out just a little bit out wide, probably would have stayed onside.
Shamela goes down nursing his arm. Player who joined Cape Town City in the mid-season transfer window, having left Leicester's reserves about 6 months prior to that. Here's the opportunity. Matthews arriving on the other side.
I guess in that point in time, Mapena already knew that if it is that he can dribble through this one, just get Morena to just peel off a bit, create a bit of space for him, just to slot that ball through. But once again, that understanding, they're just not meeting each other at that final pass. I think the likes of my boy just pulling that arm, could have just dislocated the shoulder. Hopefully not. Could be a dislocation in that socket.
It doesn't look good for the 24-year-old. The start of the last few matches as Lechabella just back in the team for the first time in over a month. Oh man, 1 week to go before Mamelodi Sundowns take on Orlando Pirates in the Nedbank Cup final out at the Mpombela Stadium. Really looking forward to that particular match. Sundowns with their 6 National Cup titles, behind only Pirates and Chiefs in terms of the Nedbank Cup crown, or at least under its current sponsorship. They have 4 in total since 2008. They've won 2 of the last 4. They have loved this competition in recent times. The rivalry with Pirates has been intriguing of late. That one promises to be an absolute cracker. And then Sundowns will have a whole week to prepare for it, and it will be only the 4th time this season that they've had an entire week between games, not including, of course, international breaks. But that is it speaks to the schedule that they've had to endure.
Yep, a very tight schedule. The travel on its own is just so demanding. And yet, I guess with the quality that they have, they still, every match day, bring out the quality. They showcase good football, very consistent in their regard. no matter how games have been, like difficult, of course, they just know how to win games. The second half of the season, it's just been 1-0 score margins, which have been the slightest of margins, but of course they know exactly how to win.
Slip through here for Swane. Lands at the feet of Mabue. Wow. Good hit on the half volley, always rising though.
Yeah, good idea. He just gets that second ball and he just takes that bounce just before him, wants to go on that half volley, but just couldn't really hit the target. There's that second ball, controls it very well. Of course, it's just going with the laces is always a difficult one. Good first touch, good power, just misses the target.
First touch to set himself, excellent. A little bit of inexperience apparent from Slatter. Weak clearance that's allowed Sundowns the chance. Held his start at Mamelodi Sundowns. Mabue was really terrific and then just been hampered by injuries of late the last few years. What a talent. Isabella, by the way, looks unlikely to continue, which is why Eric Tinkler has gone to the bench and Mokwane will be the man likely to come. So as anticipated, the change made and Guane is onto the park for Cape Town City. Arm injury for Isabella, meaning that he's incapable of continuing on. I'll tell you something interesting. Right in front of our commentary booth, someone has just walked in to the stadium with a Leicester shirt, and so they'll be rather disappointed.
Mokwane, I guess, a very worthy replacement coming in as a sub. Different player and profile, I suppose. Leshabele had the ability to retrieve the ball in that midfield and try and move forward to link up play, but Mokwane, always usually a sitter in that number 6 role, breaks down play very well, but would have to really try and link up play for the attackers.
Jaden Rhodes always hung it up there. I guess if you're wanting anyone to attack it, it would be Lorenzo Godinho. Good to see Nyama back. Hasn't featured since last year. Nice take by Zwane. Now Kutsia. Mudau. Mamelodi Sundowns back at home after having played their last 3 games on the road. Their last home game, though, were against Royal AM was at the Lucas Moripe Stadium. They haven't played at Loftus since that 3-0 win over TS Galaxy on the 29th of last month. Someone in the white suit, I think he decided he wants to enjoy from the VIP rather than one of the broadcast posts today.
Dekosik Bonili, not at work. But yeah, that's Sundowns royalty as well, football royalty. Kekane as well. Just coming to witness history at its best.
And nice that they're able to do it at Loftus Versfeld. Over the period that they've played one game here, that TS Galaxy game, over the very same period, the Bulls have played 3 times. They've played twice since Sundowns last played here, wins over Glasgow and Benetton. And I guess the pitch wearing some of that, the evidence of an entirely different sport having been played. But collectively, the weights of the sets of players out there is probably a difference of about 1,000 kgs. What do you say? 30 rugby players, 22 football players. Something like that.
Yeah, you can just tell.
Possibly more.
Yeah.
I've got my maths, it could be, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell from upstairs as well that the grass has really been cut up a bit. It's not as full as we'd like it.
It is the hybrid turf, of course, so it just wears a little better underfoot, and with a lot of usage, multi-sports as well. 10 minutes until the half-time break here at the gorgeous Loftus Versfeld. A lovely day out in the capital. And Klopi Motsepe there alongside Sugar Mabunda. A great part of Sundowns history. Trombolotto behind them. I think it's a little bit blurry for us trying to spy on the VIP suites here at Loftus.
Yeah, and Dr. Precious as well is in the house. Great ambassador and advocate for women's football is Dr. Precious Motsepe.
Our Mamelodi Sundowns men's senior team have done well. A women's team are always doing well.
Yeah.
Their Diski team came second in their first season under a new coach. Mamelodi Sundowns brand is soaring.
Yeah, they've quickly associated themselves with excellence.
There's Matthews slipped in behind for Mabue and straight into the clutches of Keats. Mamelodi Sundowns unbeaten in their last 7 against Cape Town City. For a period they've won 3 and drawn 4, and they have outscored Cape Town City 7-0 over that period. It's approaching 12 hours now, Cape Town City, without a goal in league matches against Mamelodi Sundowns. The last time that they scored against Sundowns was in August of 2020, when they called Loftus their temporary home ground during the games played in the bio bubble. Surprise Khalani scoring their 3rd goal in a 3-2 win, a sensational chip. That's put them 3-1 up, I think was the de facto winner in the end, as this is cut back by Modal. And Mabue comes sliding in to try and regather possession, but he's earned himself a yellow for his troubles, having flown in on Gonzalez.
Yeah, dangerous tackle indeed. Mabue just always lurking on that line on the 18-yard. Tries to regain ball possession, but recklessly so, just going stands up.
Yeah. No, deserved yellow card there. So Royal AM's chances of safety today very much in their own hands, as we know. Ndukhutle Mchali drew Solo's level, but now he has been sent off. And you would expect Royal AM now, from this point, not to go on. Not that it necessarily means they won't, but to have a much better chance of not losing this game. That one out at the Dobsonville Stadium. Bay still doing exactly what they need to do against Stellenbosch, leading 2-0. It might not be enough. It'll be merely momentum to take into the playoffs, as Rivaldo Kutsia is the latest to go into the referee's book. It's a flurry of yellows here at Loftus.
Yeah, it's just one of those moments where you're just caught late in reaction time. because of course he knew exactly, could see what he was doing. He would have been beaten for pace.
Gonzalez assessing his options. Taken low. I don't know if that was the intention. The way that Eric Tinkler flung his hands up on the sideline would indicate that it wasn't. That's turned from Zwane. Good work from Cupido. Morena. Oh, does well to free Lebusa. He lifts his head and puts it across, but no one attacking that space.
Yeah, Sundowns haven't really found the necessary spaces that they want to exploit. The half spaces are completely blocked. I think Cape Town City doing ever so well to really close those internal distances in midfield, forcing the likes of Mudau really to play those passes backwards first.
Yeah.
They get behind the ball very quickly, but look at that skill.
Reliving that moment from earlier in the match,
Yeah.
where he raced upfield and clung onto the ball so effectively. Oh, now another yellow card, and both their centre halves have been booked here. Mamelodi Sundowns, Matobi Mvala, the latest, to have a caution brandished in his direction.
Yeah, Vala again, it's on that turnover. They know with the speed that they're competing with, that Cape Town City has, they're always just caught late, and they're committing those silly fouls.
Foul on him, Siritsi. Yama with the ball in. Cupido, and didn't take nearly enough care with that.
And those are some of the elements that we usually chat about, protecting the ball, keeping the ball. I thought he could have just taken an extra touch, rotated, because that's a good opportunity to really try and threaten Sundowns' goal.
Not all too many big chances in this match. Cape Town City keeping their illustrious hosts at bay. But with that being said, only one of Mamelodi Sundowns' last 11 goals in the league have come in the first half. That was Shanalile's goal away to Roy Layem. It is in the second period where they do their best work. Keats. Gets it forward. Down, tangling with Siretsi. That one didn't need a touch to take it behind, so it will be a goal kick. Another box entry for Cape Town City, promising this season. Coming into this match, it had 619 touches in the opposition box. Only Pirates and Sundowns have had more. Also managed fourth most shots in the division, but it's their conversion rate that has let them down. It's the sixth lowest in the DStv Premiership.
Yeah, because they're such a technically gifted side as well, Cape Town City. Those final third entries are always imminent. It's just getting that crucial touch, the composure in that final box, but also just lacking that little bit of clinicalness.
From the mother city, Kaizer Chiefs are behind to already relegated Cape Town Spurs. That puts their top 8 spot in real jeopardy. There's Fisher. Rhodes in pursuit. Zungu to Williams. Mabue. There's Timbazwane. Just one goal this season for Zwane. That came in the MTN 8 against Swallows, none in the league. The last time he had a goalless campaign in the league as he lifts it over to Matthews. The last time Zwane went without a league goal was over 10 years ago, the 2012-13 campaign.
Well orchestrated move here.
Yeah.
Well orchestrated move. Zwane finally getting involved in the action. Very close call here on Matthews. Thought he really tried to keep the line running off that right shoulder. Zwane with that final pass over the top.
Coutinho strong in the challenge. Violet intervenes. Three Mamelodi Sundowns players walking a tightrope in terms of the cautions that they sit on. Wonder if Lorenzo Coutinho will be the first City player to pick up a yellow. Indeed, he is on that challenge on Tashreeq Matthews.
Yeah, he just comes in slightly from behind.
When Sundowns hosted Cape Town City last season, there was a red in this game. Quarter hour from time, Brice Mbino, who's now in Norway, sent off after picking up 2 yellows. He's actually on as a half-time sub and lasted just 30 minutes before giving his marching orders. Hoisted high by Gonzalez, out on the far side. Wrong with any of the challenges there, says the referee. Blows his whistle to signal the end of the first half here. Malay Mokoena retreating down the tunnel along with Eric Tinkler. Nothing to report in terms of goals, not all too much to report in terms of goal mouth activity here at Loftus on the final day of the season, Amanda.
Yeah, not the first half we anticipated, just not living up to the expectations. But of course, I think Cape Town City very
onto the park, touching the grass. They've used in excess of 40 players, whereas a team like Cape Town City have used under 30 in the league this season.
I guess every season that's always a big point of discussion.
Lovely skill. Oh! Well, many around the ground thought that it had flown in from young Siyabonga Mabena, who's looking for just his second of the season in what is his first DStv Premiership start. How about this?
Yeah, a great turn. He's always just so magnificent in those tight spaces. Creates a little bit of room for himself and unleashes a powerful shot. Very worrisome for Darren Keat.
With a foul on Kulisa Modal.
Yeah, you know, when he's around, you'll get the sense of good physicality.
Yeah.
Those battles in that midfield, always just imposes himself.
If you're only joining us now, Mokoane didn't begin the game. Kanyele Jabela had to be withdrawn for a dislocated shoulder. Stand, by the way, in the table. We'll get back to that as Modal looks to make something happen with Tasriq Matthews. Can't quite link up with him. The Kaizer Chiefs have actually dropped into the bottom half of the table. Montfort Golden Arrows are winning 1-0 against Amazulu, and Bulungwane City are up against TS Galaxy. So looking good for both of those two teams who've gone above the Glamour Boys and currently trailing. Mamelodi Sundowns, despite whatever the results in their game and the games featuring the teams vying for second, that being Stellenbosch and Orlando Pirates, will finish with a record margin between first and second. They came into today's match with the margin between themselves and Stellenbosch standing at 23 points, so they would be eclipsing one of their own records from the past 2 seasons, in fact, which was a margin of 16, a title winning margin of 16.
It's just incredible.
Yeah.
But I guess they've always just been clear on their objectives. Hey, this is Mamelodi Sundowns, wanting to recreate or write their own history. The players that they've recruited to be part of the squad as well.
That header of Matthews. Doubt. Player who joined after his spell in Sweden midway through this campaign. Constantly refreshing the squad, Mamelodi Sundowns. Continues to take it forward, look to dig out a cross, and he'll get his team a corner. Just a solitary corner in the first half, that out-swinging delivery from Darwin Gonzalez. An in-swinger this time, and Kabino was looking to attack that, went down. Without much interference, I think, from any opponent.
Yep.
Vala. Ball forwards for Morena. Settles for the throw. Nice exchange of passes into the feet of Rivaldo Kutsia, in for Mabena. And that touch straight to Keats. Not sure whether he was trying to take a first touch and then shoot or go direct.
Yeah, his first touch could have just let him down. But we haven't seen those kinds of passes from Mzungu as well, who has that ability to break the lines, varies his passes, come short, plays in between, but also the ball over the top usually works for Mamelodi Sundowns.
That one will run away from Maboe. Coach Rulani hoping that his Mamelodi Sundowns team can do what's never been done in South African football and go an entire season without defeat. It's something that many of the big teams on the continent have done previously, and luckily several times. Big teams in smaller nations who play in leagues with fewer teams, like Babani Swallows have done it in Eswatini. Esperance have also managed it, as well as both Young Africans and Simba out in Tanzania. Big powerhouse like St. George in Ethiopia have also managed it in the past. Of course, the term Invincibles popularized 20 years ago now, as Arsenal went an entire Premier League season without defeat in 2003-2004. It was a term that was brought back to life, that had originally gained popularity late in the 19th century when Preston North End completed an unbeaten season, but of course most synonymous with that that Arsenal team of the early 2000s. Many might forget that they drew a lot of games that season. 26 wins, very impressive. 12 draws though. Jaden Rhodes always appears to be in space for Cape Town City. Nearly cut out there. Banyama, Sidensi. Cracker to his name against Kukuni United. Still a point for them. Loose touch from Mkuane. Away by Vala. Godinho. Siretsi. Nyama. Not panicking, Cape Town City. Here's Evan Siretsi. Up against Zungu. Comes inside. Zungu's challenge. Leaves him on the floor. A free kick for the Citizens.
Yeah, good control, patient in their build-up. Evans with the surprise element, just changing the speed, forcing Zungu into that foul.
John Komitis and his sons. Sean Komitis closest to him in the white jumper. Family affair in the Citizen Suite. Elani Mokoena is preparing Mateus Esquivel, and it looked like Teboho Mokoena was taking on instructions in the background as well. He made a late cameo in a game against the Rockets, having spent all that time out since that injury against Swallows. Now ball given away by Keat. Mabena can't locate a teammate.
Yeah, he's doing everything well, gets into the good spaces, it's just that final ball. And it all starts just here. Darren Keats thinking he has a little bit of time, giving the ball away cheaply in a very dangerous area.
first opportunity from a corner kick. Before that transpires, though, here's a look at the double change at Sundowns. Will be making Tashrik Matthews and Lebohang Mabue, the latter on a yellow card, will be the players retreating to the bench. And Teboho Mokoena continues his return to full fitness as he comes on now to play the remaining half an hour or so, along with the Argentine Mateus Esquivel. So Mokoena probably building towards the fitness necessary to perhaps start against Orlando Pirates next weekend, as that corner from Kutsia is repelled, but picked up here by Kuliso Mudau. Another loose pass from Rivaldo Kutsia, who seizes upon it here. Mvala. Teboho Mokoena. Williams. Oh, this pass from Ronald Williams. Mabena with a good challenge on Slatter. Timbers winding up ahead of him. Still Mabena continues on. And the foul on him draws a card for the 21-year-old Jaden Rhodes.
Yeah, Mabena just picking it up in that midfield. Tries to cut across the pitch. That shows good strength to really try and evade the other tackles. Just being caught or clipped by the heels there. Rhodes in the guilty party.
It's a season for Jaden Rhodes, who finished his 5th goal against Richards Bay. Had not previously scored a senior goal coming into this particular campaign. His numbers when it comes to dribbles, tackles, passes, his all-round game have been excellent this season, Rhodes. And he has missed only 1 game in the Premiership this season as Mabena picks it up from Zwane. Twisting and turning in the box. Here's the captain. Clips it over the top of Mabena. Once again, rides the challenge. Finds the gloves of Keats. Made the call. Viola shielded it all the way back to him.
Just a bit of hesitation there between the two. Good communication nonetheless.
Esquivel. Morena offside.
What a pass from Esquivel. That's the quality you're going to get. Very tight once again. Morena just maybe shoulder there offside. Good pass, good control, first touch. Just needs to stay onside.
There's Lebusa for Sundowns. Now unbeaten in 8 matches on Mamelodi Sundowns. Here comes Jaden Rhodes, though, stole the ball and finishes exquisitely. Jaden Rhodes has Cape Town City ahead. They score against Mamelodi Sundowns in the league for the first time in 8 matches. It's been 12 hours since they last netted against the Brazilians. Motobi Mvala will be hanging his head. Eric Tinkler celebrates with Lebohang Manyama. Those two combined back in the 2016-17 season for a pair of wins. And could they be about to spring a massive shock here at Loftus and deny Sundowns their invincible status?
They are here to spoil the party, aren't they? Mamelodi Sundowns just caught here at the back. Mvala Rhodes does ever so well to apply the pressure, and he had one thing and one thing only in mind, to make sure he capitalizes from that mistake. Keeps his composure. Clinical finish past Ronwen Williams. This is a brilliant steal from Rhodes.
Now at the other end, Mamelodi Sundowns trying to get the goal back.
Good run off the shoulder from Mudau. Step ball over the top once again, profiting from Mamelodi Sundowns forcing a corner.
Esquivel with the corner. Cupido away. The last time Mamelodi Sundowns came from behind to win in the league was in September against Stellenbosch. It was the first time they'd come back to win since April of 2021 when they managed it. By the way, the pace of Jody Liashin has been brought on to play the last 30 minutes in place of Kanyisa Mayo. The season he had for Cape Town City's reserves. Jaden Rhodes playing spoiler potentially. Mamelodi Sundowns have been behind so infrequently this season against Stellenbosch and then again recently against TS Galaxy, but in both instances not for long. Vala, could it be his mistake that cost them the Invincibles tag? Zwane now, surging forward with purpose to Boho Mokoena. Can't squeeze it through. Esquivel. Zwane. Temba Zwane for Mokoena. Oh! Now Esquivel. Still alive here for Mamelodi Sundowns. Let's have another look at this.
Brilliant save from Darren Keat. Couldn't really see through all those bodies, but reacted in time. Does really well to go to his right. Tebogo Mokoena probably thought he was in.
Great work there from Darren Keat. And it's the return here of Lucas Ribeiro Costa as Mokoane batters it away acrobatically. Offside against Ashin, who's nominated for Tiski Challenge Player of the Season. It's a magnificent contribution in front of goals for the young citizens. Clearly off.
Yep.
So what that goal from Jaden Rhodes means is that Mamelodi Sundowns will not be able to break the record for fewest conceded in a season. The best they can do is match Chiefs' record from the 2003-2004 season. They won't now be able to match Chiefs' clean sheets record of 21 from that same campaign. They will end the season having kept 20 clean sheets, which is still a magnificent achievement. Sabena goes down. Crowd's still in good spirits.
So
all of the important people.
Definitely need for the 12th man.
So Matobian Vala and Stapela Morena sacrificed here. And is the introduction of two South Americans as Mamelodi Sundowns look to change this game. Mendieta, who scored late against Richards Bay, and their top scorer in the league this season, Lucas Ribeiro, who is back for the first time since facing Stellenbosch in the Nedbank Cup at the beginning of this month. He's been out for 3 weeks.
Yeah, Mamelodi Sundowns just changing the profile of players now, with the likes of Ribeiro being able to play between the lines and tight spaces. They're going to need those combination plays as well.
Cape Town City have its bay. They are beaten in their last 3, prior to a draw against TS. One back to was in November when they managed 4 in a row. To do it away to the champions would be quite an achievement. Eric Tinkler, the first Cape Town City coach, when they bought the Black Aces status. They did the double over Mamelodi Sundowns. As the flag goes up. They did double over Mamelodi Sundowns back in 2016-17. In fact, City actually won the first 3 meetings between these teams. That first meeting back in the 2016-17 season, 2-1 win. Lebogang Manyama, who now sits on the bench alongside him, scored twice. Their second meeting, a 1-0 victory. Manyama with the winner. Those two uniting now in the dugout. And looking to get an improbable result. Looking a little panicky at the back for Mamelodi Sundowns. A word of caution though for any City fans who are watching on and hoping that their side can hold out. They have dropped 13 points from winning positions this season. It's the second highest in the division, and there are still 20 minutes to go. Mudal. Williams to Kutsia. Mamelodi Sundowns currently unbeaten in 28 home games in the league since that 1-0 loss to TS Galaxy in their first home game of last season. They have failed to score just twice over the course of that 28-game unbeaten streak as Siletsi goes in hard on Zungu. Bongani Zungu is actually the man who's gone into the book for retaliating here against Siletsi. Admonished by his coach, it appears.
Totally unacceptable the way he reacted. Because out of frustration, just caught there in the Achilles, and that could be really, really painful.
Well, the coach demands a lot from his players. He's always driving them to be better. So mentioning City, one of only 2 teams over the course of Sundowns' 28-game unbeaten streak at home that Sundowns have failed to score against. The other Bulungwane City was past December. Cape Town City last season. Can they do it again? This time, putting an end to that unbeaten run of Mamelodi Sundowns. 53 games in the league, 28 games in the league at home. Escoville. Dispossessed illegally by Rhodes. Now Keats forced off his line. Mendieta in pursuit of that through ball. Veteran stopper gets there first.
It's almost as if Mamelodi Sundowns haven't really found that rhythm and their flow in the game. A lot of stop and start. Good defensive organization from City.
What a ball from Mokoena, and Ibero is ruled offside. Mokoena with a glorious Modric-esque pass. Oh man, that is tight, and I think Godinho's foot plays him on.
Yep, but that Ribeiro shoulder as well could have marked them a little bit offside, but of course Cape Town City are just so brilliant at holding their line.
Goals have been added to the tallies of both Mabasa and Reiners, so Ribeiro a long way adrift now. There was a very, very long period where he was at the top of the charts and enjoyed a healthy cushion as well for a spell. The two that are now ahead of him steadily reeled him in over time. Oh, great return so far for Tsipafasa Nyama. Zungu's cross. Nothing made of that. Now Mokoena, only firm pass, controlled by Ribeiro. Zungu, thumped forward, Fisher meets it, now Lebuso for Sundowns. Mendieta taking it in his stride. Can't pick out a teammate. That being said, though, took a nick off an opponent and behind for a corner kick. Escoville hangs it up, too easy for Keats. Wasteful cross from Mokoena. Krena's pass met by Zwane. Mendieta, a lovely improvised pass to return it to the captain. Feint the back heel. Now looks for Esquivel at the back post. Oh, the whistle blows. Perhaps indicating that he controlled it with his hand. Yeah.
How could you deny that? Definite handball.
So more reinforcements for Mamelodi Sundowns to make their fifth and final change with Bongani Zungu coming off. Having made his first start since the cup game against Maritzburg back in March, and his first appearance since the end of last month. What can Miami bring to the party here? Mamelodi Sundowns unbeaten on the final day for the past 14 seasons, not since they were defeated by then Ajax Cape Town back in 2008-2009. If they lost their campaign concluding game. That looked good. Oh, lovely from Mendieta to return it to Mabena. There's the Argentina game. Good skill.
Yeah, Mendieta just very influential in getting that combination play for Mamelodi Sundowns, involving Mabena. That's the kind of intensity you want to see once they
done it again here. This is Evan Sudetsi. Wanted to gets away from Gordino. Still the Brazilian continues on. Mayema, it's on his left. He's dinked it into the box for an offside. Timbazani.
You're starting to feel that little bit of sense of urgency from Mamelodi Sundowns. Zwane definitely offside. Miami just trying to get the ball over the top.
Cape Town City have won only 5 of their last 26 matches away to Gauteng sides in the league. 4 of those victories coming against Kaizer Chiefs, the other against Swallows in August of last year. And Mamelodi Sundowns might be heading into the Nedbank Cup final on the back of a first league defeat since September of 2022. They have 10 minutes to make sure that is not the case. Sit down under the challenge. Not all too much on him, but I guess
No.
slipping. So here is a look at the potentially game-defining moments. Jaden Rhodes stealing in to nick it off from Vala, and he finished expertly. Cape Town City, for the first time in 12 hours of league action against Mamelodi Sundowns, finally found the back of the net against them. Here's their top scorer in the DStv Premiership this season. Jaden Rhodes has found that goal-scoring touch. Cape Town City did win their final game of the previous campaign. That was 1-0 victory away against Kaizer Chiefs. And they haven't had an all too impressive record on the final day over the past 7 seasons that they've been in the top flight. This being the 8th. They've lost 5 times and won twice. Against Chiefs last season, against Supersport United here at Loftus, courtesy of a Kevin Erasmus goal back in late 2020 when Loftus was their home venue. And Eric Tinkler talked about finishing as high up as possible as they can. They are 5th currently. They have finished 5th once before in their 2nd season in the top flight. Oof. Twice they finished 3rd, 4th as well, 4th twice. 3rd once, my apologies. 2nd on one occasion, 2 seasons back. In terms of their points tally, it will be their 4th best points tally if indeed they can hang on to their advantage here. And they will finish, I guess, on a high note, having not enjoyed the best time of it in 2024. Now Mabena. Oh, he snuck it through! Oh, what a save from Darren Keats! The flag had gone up anyway, but as has been the case in several instances, Keats has not been aware, and this, the 2nd or 3rd time that he has made a big save and the flag has gone up afterwards.
Yeah, once again, Mabena just finding himself with a bit of space. Tries to slot it in, Mendieta judged offside. Brilliant save though nonetheless from Keat. He's just been so alert.
Well, the save ensures that we don't have a potentially contentious moment. Yeah, man, Mendieta dead level there. Yes, Sirenzi won't get onto the end of that one. Minutes to go for Mamelodi Sundowns to find that equaliser. The 3-0 loss they suffered at the end of the 2021-22 season to Stellenbosch, where they were playing at home, but at Tuks, is the only defeat that they've suffered in their last 12 visits from Western Cape sides. They've won 8 and drawn 3. And they have put 3 or more past their opponents 8 times over those 12 games. It's not going their way against the Citizens here, though. Mendieta can't find Ribeiro. Nicely cut out by Lorenzo Coutinho. Mendieta rides the challenge brilliantly. Esquivel. They continue on with Mayema. No Rhodes. Siretsi. He's done well. Picks a pass for Ashim, who's promptly fouled by Kutsia.
Yeah, Cape Town City doing so well to try and break past that front press. Heaven has also just been absolutely amazing this afternoon. Just being sandwiched in that incident.
City not had a particularly good season at home, but they have, I guess, made up for it with fairly decent run on the road this campaign, and their numbers both home and away have been very similar. They came to this game 19 points away, 23 at home, but could move to 22 if they hang on here. They have now scored 16 goals away from home and 16 at home this season, and they are on the verge of a 6th away win, having managed 6 wins at home. As Teboho Mokoena is the latest player into the book. A couple of late changes here for Cape Town City. Daniels will be making his way on along with Ramazani Tumanga. Toby Mbala wanting the ground to swallow him up. Jaden Rhodes will play no further part in this game, having put his stamp on the encounter. He and Heaven Sadetsi depart, and as we alluded to previously, Daniels and Chimanga are on. 90 seconds of regulation time remaining here at Loftus. Daniels, fresh legs. Puso will let this run out.
Cape Town City just making the intentions clear. It's time to close shop. Going with the 5-man defense at the back.
A quarter given by Yolo Slatter. That challenge in the center of the park. Eric Tinkler on the verge of masterminding a win away at the champions Mamelodi Sundowns. They have the invincible incentive. Ayema. Mokoena wants it, receives it, down is outside. Mendieta. Here's Swane. Oh, set up for Mayema, who miscues it completely.
He gets into a good position. Mamelodi Sundowns doing ever so well to rotate the reference of play. Mendieta with that cutback. Mayema very free, just not in control of that final shot at all.
The sun beginning to descend in the capital. The curtain about to fall on another tremendous DStv Premiership season. At Sundowns are just minutes away from suffering their first loss of the campaign and souring their special day. Mokoena, Ribeira. Still Ribeiro goes on. Mabena. Oh, Keats again intervenes. Disbelief etched on the face of Rulani Mokoena.
Keats has just been brilliant this afternoon, reading the game ever so well. Forced to leave his line, puts up a brilliant save.
Again reads it well, this Darren Keats. 4.5 minutes for Mamelodi Sundowns to find an equalizer. Mendieta. That one gets away from him. Darren Keats made 5 saves today. Not to say he's been exposed. Mamelodi Sundowns have just had to push so hard, especially in this second half. Cape Town City came into this match having faced only 88 shots across the 29 games they've played this season, the 4th lowest in the league. Mamelodi Sundowns a whole different animal, aren't they? Still, they cannot find the back of the net. Sundowns have left it late a few times this season. Placed by Teboho Mokoena. Can someone produce a special moment? Mokoena into the wall. Keat again. Now Cape Town City, at the very least you feel, will avoid defeat against Mamelodi Sundowns, even if they were to get something late here, the Brazilians, which would mean that City would be the first team to not lose across their 2 league games against Mamelodi Sundowns this season. Here is Mayema. Kutsia. Libusa. Kutsia again, trying to find a way through. Here's Mayema. Hibero. Clean challenge from Timanga. And a free kick for Cape Town City.
Just a little bit of frustration there from Ribeiro. Definite foul, just clipping the heels there.
Now Ronan Williams forced out of his box. 30 seconds remaining here at Loftus Versfeld. 30 seconds to try and preserve their invincible status. Mendieta. Mayema. Free kick, Mamelodi Sundowns. They'll have just about enough time to take it. Lifted in by Mayema and into the clutches of Keats. And there it is, a huge victory for Cape Town City on the final day of the season. Their top 8 place was already assured, but the value of this win cannot be understated for a side that are looking to build for next season and do better than this campaign. Darren Keats claiming a match ball after a sensational performance to keep out Mamelodi Sundowns, and Rulani Mokwena's hopes of guiding his team to the first invincible season in South African football have been dashed on the final day of the season. This is drama that I don't think too many people expected. Amanda Lamini Well, Sundowns fans packed out Loftus Versfeld to see their team sign off on a title-winning season with a win and achieve that seldom achieved tag of invincibles. It's not to be.
Yep, I guess the headlines then will be Cape Town City silences Loftus. They showed great commitment, good organization, denying Mamelodi Sundowns the spaces in between. Of course, emotions there from Slatcher, who I think did absolutely well in that midfield, denying the likes of Timbazwane to be on the ball. And when Mamelodi Sundowns tried to really find and break those lines with that back four, they met a very strong Darren Keat, who himself has been amazing this afternoon.
A lot of respect shown between the two coaches after Mokoena was involved, reluctantly so, in the midweek mudslinging. And a nice moment between the two of them. Eric Tinkler in his 19th league game against Mamelodi Sundowns across the various clubs that he's overseen. Pirates, Maritzburg, Supersport, has picked up just his third win against Mamelodi Sundowns. And it's come on what was supposed to be a historic day for
reflections on the 90 minutes.
Yeah, it was a bit tedious the first half. We were all, there was nothing in the game, and then they got the goal out of nothing.
How you crown a season. Well done.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, thank you very much. It's been one hell of a ride this year. We won 6 games in a row. We've lost 5 games in a row, but I think we owe it to our coaches, to our staff, to John Comites, and especially to our few fans that came out today. We fought like lions today, and I think this one's for them. This one goes to them. But what a hell of a performance from our team today.
Unbelievable. There was a sense that something good was going to happen today because you had a large contingent of the staff actually traveling with you coming here to Loftus.
Yeah, I mean, we've had 2 guys out sick today, a couple injuries, couple suspensions, and sometimes you say we've got to make do with what we have, but we have a hell of a lot of heart in us, and I think that's what we showed today.
Did you feel the pressure increase, especially in the second half, towards the end of the game? Because that's where you really were called in to make save after save.
Yeah, when you're a goalkeeper, these are the moments you live for. You love the pressure, you have to enjoy it, and I think this one we're going to enjoy this evening.
Congratulations. Awesome stuff. Oh, man. Wonderful performance, Darren Keat, to crown a season. This is how they wanted to finish it. Coach said anything is possible today. Look at that team to have not...
All the players. Darren gets man of the match. I think all 16 of that played today deserve man of the match, It was about a team effort. Them having to be like lions. You got to go out there and hunt today. And they did exactly that. Wasn't pretty, but we knew it wasn't going to be pretty, And first half performance, really, really solid. Longer the game went on, 0-0. The opportunities would come, and we had a few in the first half, So I felt, the chance would come as long as we took that chance. And then it was about holding on right at the end, legs, fatigue. And like I said to you before, I want to make changes because you're tired, not because of your performance. And that's exactly what they gave me today.
Unbelievable performance there. You did say that you had your aims for the season. With this victory, with your position on the table, have you achieved
Where am I?
aims?
I don't know.
4th. The last I checked, 4th.
I knew at half-time the results.
Yeah.
But in the second half, because I was so focused here, I didn't really care about the results other way, So yeah, the objective in the beginning of the season, finishing in the top 4. That was what the chairman wanted. We managed to deliver it on the last day. If it is that case, I don't want to go back and then find out that it isn't.
Fantastic. And you weren't too happy about your last performance, your last victory. Are you happy about this performance and this victory?
Definitely. You know, because I saw energy, I saw intensity, I saw effort. You know, I saw the right mentality. I saw the players taking responsibility, taking ownership. And there was a period in the second half of the season we didn't show that. And for that reason, we didn't collect maximum points. So we've got to make sure next season, first and foremost, that we get that right, you know. Yes, we're looking to strengthen the team. You know, I'm really proud of all the boys. You know, we had 9 DDC players in total, you know, and you're throwing them into an atmosphere of this nature. You know, some of them, Jody, Luke, I was considering Shaquille, Kaká, all these youngsters. That's what I'm looking at when I'm on the bench. But next season, I think we're going to have a little bit more depth, and I think we're going to be able to push ourselves a lot more.
You're looking at building up, yes, depth, but there were the youngsters there as well, like you're saying. So you're going to look to build to that. It's been the story for a lot of teams this season where they're using some of the youngsters, some of the fringe players as well.
Yeah, but they've been using them every now and then. I've been using them the whole season. You know, I think Jaden Rhodes has come on leaps and bounds. And at the beginning of the season, he was still playing DDC games. Evan Serietzi was playing, you know, in the F&B Varsity Cup, you know, 20-year-old. You know, to see those players grow the way they have, it's only going to make them better further down their years, you know, and hopefully they'll develop into top footballers.
Okay, Coach, just got the word, you're 5th.
5th. There we go. Don't celebrate too soon.
You did want to finish though strong with a good performance that you did today, just also to give the players that motivation for the new season.
Yeah, obviously. You know, you wanted to finish off strong. You can go on holiday, you know, and enjoy the holiday instead of being stressed. Although I'll still be stressed because of, you know, we've got to be looking at next season already. So, yeah, really happy for the boys.
Fantastic performance today, Coach. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, really, really happy about the performance, of course, of Cape Town City's their coach. He did say they wanted to finish in 4th, just missed out. The word coming through that, of course, they are in 5th place, but this is what today is all about, confirming the champions of the DStv Premiership for the 2023-2024 season. Really fantastic stuff, and of course getting the official prize there from the Chief Marketing Officer at MultiChoice Group at DStv, Yatish Nasi. Congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yatish, this is fantastic. What a season it has been. Tell us about this season of the DStv Premiership.
Yeah, look, Carol, again, another amazing season, 7 times in a row now. You know, it's just an incredible achievement. I think from all of us at MultiChoice and DStv, just super proud to be part of a historic moment once again. A beautiful league, a beautiful sort of championship to take us here. And again, just thank you to all the fans and all our subscribers for an amazing year.
Talking about the fans, talking about the subscribers, we had AMA Fan Days today. That's been such a breath of fresh air this season as well.
It has. And I think the response to it's been phenomenal. And also, you know, the game is about so much more than football these days. I think it's a space for families to come enjoy themselves. It's a space for fans to kind of enjoy on the field and off the field. And I think AMA Fan Days has really delivered, and super proud of the work the team have done.
Your words to Masandawana.
Gentlemen, I look forward to next season. Congratulations once again. 7 in a row, but hopefully today shows you that anything's possible. So next season you start from scratch, and we look forward to see if you can go undefeated next year. Good luck.
Thank you so much, and we are so grateful, and we are saying from the support from the president, the chairman of the Mutsipa family are doing so much for us. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Like the older TM said it, we're proud of the product, we're proud of the boys, and we're looking forward to next season to carry on from where we left off.
Halala, congratulations to Mamelodi Sundowns. Yatish, thank you so much. Yeah, celebrating what has been an unbelievable season in the DStv Premiership. And of course, congratulations to the triumphant coach as well. Celebrations. I saw champagne bottles here.
Yeah.
Finally, you can pop them.
Finally.
Yeah. What Cape Town City did today, you did say they were going to be formidable foes. Has it put a slight dampener on the celebrations today?
Of course, we would have loved to do it a different way, but it's bittersweet. You know, I always say, man plan, but God decides. And then at the end, if you want to do it a certain way and God decides that it is not meant to be that way, then you've got to accept, you know. And while accepting, the first thing you've got to do is congratulate Cape Town City for winning the match. Congratulations to Eric and the entire football club of Cape Town City. But also is not to forget that we are champions. 7th time in a row, the most iconic trophy of and the championship of this football club. It goes down in history, and thank you to the Sundowns and the Yellow Nation for coming to witness this. Their support was incredible.
It really, really was. And it also talks to how important they are to the Mamelodi Sundowns team. It's something that you've reiterated match in and match out, that they form such an important contingent of this club.
Well, they're so important. We do everything for them. We play for them. We suffer for them. We sacrifice for them. And yeah, we're happy that we've delivered the most historic and the most iconic trophy in the history of this club, you know. So, as I said, even in my pre-match, we would have loved to go undefeated, but it's never been done before. And that shows how difficult it is. And for us to even go 29 games is incredible. And I'm so proud of these players. Well, we'll go again next season and try again, won't we?
Go again next season, but before you even get there, we've got a small matter of one more final that's coming up this weekend.
Yeah, first is to celebrate. Let's celebrate. Let's enjoy this moment. Victories, wins, trophies. These are not guaranteed. It's God's gift, and we must accept them with a lot of humility and enjoy this moment. We are champions. We are 7-time champions. And the next time we do Minwana 7, there is going to be a significant symbolic meaning to the 7 Minwana that we raise after every match.
Halala, congratulations!
Congratulations, Masandawana. You are champions, and don't forget that. Celebrate this moment. Congratulations, Masandawana.
Congratulations indeed to Mamelodi Sundowns. They are the champions. Let's celebrate them, and let's